You don't hear when Jesus came to my house?
Yes.
All right, this is absolutely true. 1990 something, a man asked my wife, said, do you think if I built a cabin here in Moravian Falls, Bobby would come? She said, I don't know, you'll have to ask Bobby. So this man came and asked me, said, Bobby, if I build a cabin here, will you come and stay some? I said, I don't know, I'll have to ask Jesus. So I asked Jesus, and he said yes. So I told the man yes. They built a cabin. Tens of thousands of people have seen this cabin because of what I'm going to tell you about it. They built a cabin, a nice little cabin up in the woods. Wasn't any houses built there on this property then. Matter of fact, when the man was going to buy the property, he brought me and my wife onto that property. He said, now, we're going to ask God for a sign to see if this is what we're supposed to build. So we're there, and I see an angel jump from one tree to another, and then he hid himself in that tree. So I said, I saw an angel jump from this tree to this tree, but now he won't show himself. So let's ask for a sign. So I said, Lord, give us a sign. When I said sign, up the hill, up the side of the mountain, a wind comes. Trees are this big around, and the trees start bowing over like this, shaking just like this. Wind roared. The tree stood back up like that. The man said, you think that's a sign? I go, that'll work till one comes. So that's right there where that happened is where he built the cabin. So they built a wonderful little cabin by this portal. So it's finally done. November, I'm going to dedicate it. My wife is in Texas. I'm there in Moravian Falls at this new cabin. There's the man that built the cabin. We're holding hands because we're dedicating the cabin. And I'm praying, oh Lord Jesus, I want to thank you for this. And in the middle of the prayer, right behind me is a stair going up to the second floor. You hear somebody walking up the stairs. Ain't nobody there but me and him. You can hear it as clear as a bell. Heavy footsteps going up the house. He squeezes my hands real hard. He said, I got to go home, hadn't I? I said, yes, you do. So he leaves. He gets in his pickup truck, drives down not even a road, a gravel thing where some trucks had been. So he drives off. I'm the only duck on the pond. I go back in the house. There's a fire crackling. It's November up in the mountains. So I sit down on the sofa. And I'm just sitting there and I hear a noise out on the front porch. Nobody else is around there. We are in the secluded Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. So I thought, well, there's nobody supposed to be here. So I get out and open the door and step out on the porch. There's 14 to 18 angels on the porch, dressed exactly like the pilgrims. They have not had a commission since the 1700s. Their first question was, what took you so long? And anyway, so just being the mature man of God that I am, I started playing with the angels. This is 94. This is when Toronto was going on. So these angels, you couldn't imagine. They were dressed just like pilgrims, and I'm playing with them. They could jump off the porch, jump back on. They're swinging in a porch. They could swing around a pole, and we're just out there having a time. And I don't know, we stayed out there probably 45 minutes, something like that. And then this group got quiet and they're gone. That group got quiet and they're gone. I'm the only guy standing on the porch now. I thought, oh man. So I walked back in, sat down on the sofa, stoked up the fire a little. It's crackling and I'm beating myself up. I thought, how immature. How could I have been out there playing with those angels when I could have been inquiring and getting information? Then I'm sitting there, it's dark now. A knock came on the door a lot louder than that. My heart jumped all the way up in my throat like a little 16-year-old girl. I said, come in. And a voice said, no, you must come out. I get up and my knees were weak. I walked to the front door of that cabin and I opened the door. There stands Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Not a trance, not a vision, more real than me standing right here before you. Standing there on my front porch in this cabin with a bottle in his hand, looked just like a champagne bottle. And he said to me, we're going to have a christening service, but you don't know anything about christening. He walked right by me just like this. and didn't stop where the fireplace was cracking. He walked down the hallway, turned back to the right where the bedroom was. I'm following him. And he took the bottle and went wham! And hit the wall in this cabin. Bottle shatters. An oily substance is running out down the wall just like this. I didn't say it, I thought it. I thought, oh my. How am I going to explain to the man that built this cabin the first night his wall's destroyed? I didn't say it, I thought it. You know, the Bible said He knows our thoughts afar off. Yes. The moment I thought it, Jesus looked at me and said, you never have to apologize or attempt to explain what I do. Look. So I looked at the wall, and the oil that was running down had made a perfect map of the world. Like a war room map. All the continents, all the nations. And the Lord spent hours touching a place and would light up, touching another place, touching another place. When He touched it, it would light up. He said, you can only target what I target or you'll become a target. It lasted for hours. Now here's what I want to tell you. Every hair on my body stood out. I'm talking about every hair on me. Have you seen those machines you can touch it and it goes, yeah. You amplify that about 100%. I'm telling you, this was a life-changing moment. My wife is in Texas praying, oh God, give Bobby a visitation. I'm in Moravian Falls going, oh God, don't kill Bobby.